Cheers, all. Thanks. Hey, happy to be here. What's going on, Peggy?
Nice. And then we got Papi Chunyeyo in the house.
Y'all already know what it is. It's Poppy Chunyayo. Heavy on the poppy, light on the mayo. I mean, light on the yayo.
And we got a special guest. We got 5-0 Peggy, the Blood Panther Whitmore. How you doing, Peggy?
Hey guys, yeah, I'm doing really good. I'm glad to be back on the show.
Nice. You got a big fight on Boxing Insider Promotions May 9th in New York City.
Yeah.
You're going up against another tough opponent. This is going to be an exciting fight. A lot of people, I remember seeing you on Country Box, and I remember, just seeing you with your skills. I was like, man, this girl, she's gonna elevate. And sure enough, you're already elevating. You're gonna be your fight's gonna be able to be watched on DAZN this time. It's gonna give you a lot more exposure if you go in and do a really good job. So that's awesome. So
Thank
yeah,
you.
you're doing great.
Thank you. Yeah, it should be a good time. I'm really confident going into it. It's been a really good camp. So yeah, I'm just ready for it to be here.
Yeah.
All right, good stuff. Hey, do you know anything about the opponent you're facing? I saw that she's 5-0 as well.
Yeah, I tried to do my homework. There's not much tape on her, but yeah, she does like to overwhelm her opponents. I think that's like her biggest game is just coming in and throwing a lot of punches and going forward and like, she doesn't really like to go back. She comes in forward. So my biggest thing is just to stay composed during those moments, and not let her overwhelm me. So it's kind of hard to overwhelm me anyways. Throwing a lot of punches doesn't really intimidate me. So again, I'm pretty confident going into it.
Nice. You're on mute, Ernest.
This is nice to hear. Sorry. Let me ask you this. Could you tell us the difference between the training camp that you had prior to your last fight and this one?
Yeah, I actually have a new coach. So it's kind of been a big change. And I'm doing a lot of two-a-days now too. I have like a strength conditioning coach, and then my coach. So my strength and conditioning coach is G, and I work at the vault now, and then my boxing coach is BP. So yeah, I do a lot of morning work, and then that's 3 days a week, and then right back in there right after work as well, working on like the techniques and the drills and things like that. And great sparring this camp too. I had Mo. She just came in. She from Colorado. She's Olympian, Cleveland's Olympian. She just was in the 2024 Olympics. So she just sparred with me not too long ago. And then I got some other great USA boxing elite people were helping me work for this camp. So it's been a great time, like I said. So yeah.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Awesome. Are you your own? I'm sorry, you just piggyback. Are you your own nutritionist, or do you also have one of those?
No, I do my own. I've got my weight cut down pretty nicely. My body just really gets in the zone, and even my mental, like the way I look at food when I'm in camp is like completely different from when I'm out of camp. Like if it's not like something that I know isn't gonna make me feel good when it comes to being in the ring, I don't even really want it. And just like the water intake too. The water intake is probably the biggest key, is just making sure I'm getting in the amount that I need prior to like when I'm, cutting down the water intake. But yeah, no, I do all my own food as well.
Is all your work done in Ohio, or do you ever leave the state for sparring or anything like that?
No, yeah, I've always kept it in Ohio. Like we're honestly pretty lucky in Ohio with just even the females we have available. It has been different, I'll say that too. Like even the people that are like my main sparring partners throughout my camps have always really been different. But for some reason, I've always lucked out when it comes to that, and having, good people that kind of mimic the same style of the people that I'm going against. So yeah.
Awesome. Hey, so thinking about that, you mentioned changing coaches. What sparked that? Was it a convenience thing, or you were looking to expand upon some skill sets?
Yeah, he's still my manager, so we still have a relationship. Okay. But yeah, just he had some changes as well, and then I brought some things to his attention, and it was actually his idea. He thought it'd be best for me to start looking for a new coach. And then I hit up BP because I actually used to spar one of his girls on a regular too. They've always helped me with camp, so yeah. it's been a good time.
I got a question from Rodolfo. How'd you get the nickname Blood Panther?
I actually can't. So I'm gonna be honest. I came up with that before I knew anything about boxing, but it stuck. I've actually thought about changing it, but people are like always tell me not to. They really like it. But honestly, it's Black Panthers are very like independent animals. And very strong, so and resilient. So that's kind of why I went to like Blood Panther just sound really intimidating. So
That's a good one. Definitely one of the more unique ones. So you got to stick with that one for sure.
Thank you. Yeah.
Man,
I wish I had a cooler story for it, but yeah, I just kind of came up with it myself.
do I see a Blood Panther out there with a cowgirl hat on it or something like that? Do we
I
see
got a
that
question.
somewhere?
I got a question from Coach Green. He wants to know what you think of the Mason brothers from Ohio.
I love the Mason brothers. Abdul, obviously, he is running up the ranks real quick. He's going to be. I wouldn't be surprised to see him on pound for pound pretty soon, to be honest, or even like undisputed. He's going to get those belts quicker than not. So, but honestly, the whole brothers, they're all very. Like they come back to Cleveland all the time and they always help everybody coming up the ranks as well. They're not greedy or anything like that. They're very humble. Whenever they see me in any gym, you know, they pop around. Like I said, they help everybody in Cleveland. So whenever they see me, they always say, hey, what's up? Check in and ask me how I'm doing and what fights I got next. So yeah, no, I love the Mason brothers. Like I said, very humble and, you know, easy to talk to. And always together. Always together.
So you had a fight right after the country box. I got to go to your box rec, but can you tell us about your last fight that you had?
Yeah, that was against April in is that was her name? April? I think her name was April. Is that her name? But yeah, it was at Chill Sports Promotions, West Virginia. I actually really wanted the knockout. I'm kind of disappointed about that one. I because it was right after Tennessee too. I should have gone harder on the later rounds on that one, but you know, unanimous decision, win's a win. But
Yeah.
I want to start racking in. You can't be the Blood Panther and not go out for blood. So
Right.
that's kind of my goal. I need to get some clean knockouts. I really want those. So yeah.
Yeah.
But it was a good time too.
Definitely.
Yeah, great crowd.
Hey,
West Virginia showed me a lot of love. Tennessee probably showed me the most love, to be honest, though. But yeah, West Virginia showed me a lot of love too. It was a great show.
Yeah, hey, your trajectory is no doubt high there, Peggy. I see that. And I don't know if I mentioned this last time. I saw you even beat Mia Ellis. I know that she's with Gervonta Davis and that team. She's highly regarded, certainly in this area here, because I'm in DC, so the Baltimore area is right there.
Yeah.
And you got that dub over her. You recall that fight and how you pulled it off?
Yeah, that fight, walking into that again, I was really confident. It like the timing of it felt really right. Like it was right. I work at a school, so like I had 2 weeks off, like from summer break before that fight came in. I was at camp though. I was eating a pizza. And at like the 6th grade camp when I got the text about it. And so my initial response was like, because it was 3 weeks out, they gave that to me like real close, tight to the fight. So my first initial was like, there's no way. Like, but it was like quick. And then I was like, what am I talking about? Like, this is what I've been working for. This is a great opportunity. Why would I pass this up? So I ate that last slice of pizza, and then after that I was right back in camp because I actually had came off of a fight right after that too. I think it was like maybe a week and a half after I had just come off a fight in May. So yeah, but I came in pretty confident. And it was just about composure for that one too, because she is a knockout artist. Like that's what she does. She knocks girls out. And she has a good sting, and she did get me in the first round, but I got my ground and I just went right back in. I stayed composed. I didn't let it shake me. So, and again, I stayed on my feet solid. So I wobbled a little bit. My knees crackled a little bit, but I didn't let it, deter me for the rest of the fight. So that's how I got that one. I think when she saw that, like, oh, I can't really scare her with these punches, then she didn't know what to do after that. So
overcoming a little adversity right there, and Like sometimes that's needed to get that feeling, that experience right there. So all good stuff right there and sharing
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, she just fought yesterday. I seen some
Yeah, she
highlights.
did.
Did you see her shoulder? How coach was pulling her arm back into place?
Yeah, I heard about it, but I
Oh,
haven't seen any film from it yet.
yeah, it's crazy. They were yanking on her arm to pull her shoulder back in
Dang.
between the rounds. So she threw her shoulder out.
That's
And then
crazy.
I got another question from Coach Green. He says, "What's your profession at the school?"
Actually a mental health counselor, so I work with students socially and emotionally. It's not therapy, but I just we use my therapeutic skills to support kids and working on social and emotional needs, whatever that might be and look like. It can look all different ways, but I work mostly with sixth grade, so I'm pretty
Hey,
busy.
hey, if you ever have to do some substitute teaching, you just, hey kids, for break today, we're gonna watch a little video of this fight I just had last. I bet you won't get no lip.
Right?
Yeah. Hey, look, I want to do something for some of the people that are in in my crowd or whatever.
Okay.
As on our show, Mo Boxing No Problem, Skywalker, Josh and I, a number of our fans like Rock Chalk and some of our Australian friends, we like to really kind of put our money where our mouth is.
Okay.
We do enjoy being able to pool together and maybe sponsor an
Yeah.
athlete, be able to get our logo on your trunks or something like that. Do you happen to have any room
Oh,
left on your?
absolutely.
Okay, well, look,
Yeah.
Right.
we'll get offline about it, but I
Okay.
just want to let you guys know out there, to my people, when you guys send the money to Skywalker, that money, 100% of it goes straight to the
Oh,
athletes.
definitely. Yeah.
We don't even take anything off the top. We just want to make sure that we're pairing the athletes up with sponsorship opportunities, because that's really what's really, really missing in boxing. Is it's difficult for these guys to have trainers. I'm not saying she's
Yeah.
having a hard time in general, but I'm just saying it's difficult for a lot of athletes to be able to get sponsorships. They come out of pocket a lot. So
One
Yeah.
thing I noticed too, Ernest, because we've done it in the past, Peggy, where we've all pulled together, like you said, and sponsored fighters, and we were able to help them out during a camp. But it seems like it was a lot easier. Maybe last year, I think the economy, I think everything's like it's so hard finding sponsors. But if you guys,
Yeah,
I've been
it
really
is.
pushing for sponsorship. I've even reached out to people that are investing into fights, like Fightbook. I've done some work with Fightbook and Mark Habibi, and they got a stable of killers. They even have their own boxing stable. That Brandon the Cannon Adams. They got Charles Conwell. They got some females too. They got some really good fighters in their stable. But I'm kind of seeing some of these companies that are investing. You see their logo on a lot of fight cards. You know what I'm saying? Those are the people to reach out to, I think. And
Okay.
I've been really pressing a few of my friends. You know what I mean, to get you sponsored, because
Thank
I
you.
see a world champion in the future. You're really good.
Thank you.
That night
Appreciate
on
it.
Country Box, I was like, nah, she don't belong here. She's too good for this. And all respect to Jimmy, I like Jimmy, but that opponent wasn't game for that night. And I was
Right.
like, shit. And this one coming up looks tough. Like, this girl's 5-0. This is gonna be like a
Yeah.
big test right here.
Sony
Yeah.
Hall, New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna
Thank
make
you
it happen
guys.
for sure. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna
Thank you. I
chat
really
offline.
appreciate that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just make sure you get the stuff over to Skywalker, and then what it is, what your prices and things
Yeah.
like that are, and
Okay.
then we'll do what we can do for you.
Okay.
And then
Appreciate
your record, her record's 5-0, Raheem. You're ranked 5th in the nation at your weight class, correct?
Yeah. 5th
Yeah,
and then
right now you're
32nd, I think, in the world.
Yeah, so
Awesome.
she's moving up. She's looking good.
Yeah. It'll definitely go up after this fight.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
With her 5-0 record too. Yeah.
See, I ain't gonna tell you. See, there's this dude who has a mascot on his walkout, and I love that stuff, bro. Like Nova, I think his last name.
Oh yeah.
The dude with the mascot and the blonde beard.
Yeah.
Yo, listen, people
I gotta
enjoy
look him
that.
up.
I'm serious. Like, people, there's something added to the entertainment value when you do things like that, and people that are sponsoring stuff, they're looking for people who are outgoing like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you have an
Yeah.
outfit? Do you have an outfit for May the 9th already made up?
I do. Yeah, I do. It actually was the outfit I was supposed to wear against Mia Ellis, but then it got to me late, so I wasn't able to wear it. But now I've been saving it because I was like, I need to wait on this one.
Yeah. We got right now. We got Pro Say. He does custom fits and he does gloves, a lot of different things. He's the man in here. He's helped out a lot of fighters and very good. We always promote Pro Say, right, Ernest?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Raheem. If you want to get with Peggy, man, hit up Peggy, man. Yeah, he's a good guy. So
the World Boxing Bureau.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he wants to know what brand of gloves do you wear?
Well, for like the actual shows.
Yeah.
Because the shows provide
just your preference, maybe. Your preference for.
I honestly don't have a preference.
Okay.
You mean the weight or like when I'm sparring?
Like the race or winning or what kind of gloves do you like? Like puncher's gloves? Do you like real Cadillacs?
I do
winning?
I had Reyes, I think, for the Mia, and those were really nice. I actually asked them if I could keep them, but they wouldn't let me keep them. But those were really nice. I did
Cleo Reyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got gloves that are, I consider them like puncher gloves. They're like Kletos. They're pretty nice. Pro Se.
Yeah, worthy of checking out for sure. But no, good stuff there. Raheem in sharing insight. Pro Se doing her. It says her preference is Pro Se.
Pro Se,
hey.
Yeah.
Hey, he makes outfits too.
Okay.
Yeah, we definitely gotta link you up with Pro Se.
He even got shoes with tassels on them. The shoes are nice that he got too.
Okay. Yeah, I do need some new shoes too. The shoes be expensive. They're like great, but they're a necessity. They're so nice. Like, but real boxing shoes. I don't know how Amanda Serrano does it in those Jordans because real boxers are real nice.
I don't know if you want to give away the color to your fit, but he's asking maybe.
Oh yeah, I can. It's like a dark silver, like a middle silver gray, white, black, and a little bit of like my band with my Blood Panther on it is in red. So like gray, white, and red. A little bit of black too. But gray and white are the main colors.
Blood Panther. What's your favorite color?
My favorite color is actually pink.
Okay.
But that is a shade of red in real life. Pink is actually not a real. I'm also an art therapist, so like I know all art stuff too. But yeah, pink is actually just a shade of red. The name pink is just a Crayola color name.
Gotcha.
Are you gonna go to the Ryan Garcia Rolly fight in New York? Since you're going to New York City a week after, you're basically fighting the weekend after this fight card that's going to be in Times Square.
Right. Yeah. No, unfortunately, I won't be able to go there live because I gotta. I don't get paid until after I fight.
I heard it's a free fight though. Everybody in the city can go to it. It's going to be in the public in Times Square.
Yeah, I'd imagine a lot to make that happen. But yeah, that's apparently it's going to be right in the middle of Times Square.
That's crazy. They're making
if you're just there, you can see it. I guess sort of like when the ball drops.
They're making their money on pay-per-views, but supposedly, like if you're there in Times Square, you can go for free. It's going to be in the public.
Huh. Man, how much money do you have to shut New York City down?
I know, crazy. Times Square at that, you know what I'm saying? Times Square, just take over the middle of that. Crazy.
Yeah, Raheem's in New Jersey, but he says he got gloves for you 8-ounce. So.
Oh, I'll take them. That'd be awesome. Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You got to go to her fight, brother. It's New York City. He's in New Jersey. So he's next door. He goes to New York all the time.
So yeah, Raheem is our dude, man. Raheem got he got a truck that has boxing equipment in it, like mounted to the wall. Like it's he's doing big things.
I call him the Tony Stark. Tony Stark.
Raheem, you gotta add me on Instagram. I'll follow you back. We gotta link up.
Rock Chalk, man. I think you'll like her, Rock Chalk.
Oh yeah,
she's definitely one that you could get behind for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, we got a lot of people in here that they've actually helped us sponsor, and I definitely want to see something good happen from our interviews. And I just got a girl. I did an interview with the girl at my gym, and one of these ladies was watching. You know, it was just an Instagram reel. You know, had her doing little bag work and through an interview. She asked for sponsorship in the video. Straight up, like she was like, "If anybody could help me get to Junior Olympics in Las Vegas, I appreciate it." This lady went out and bought the whole gym Airbnb for the whole week at
Dang.
because of my reel, because of my
if
interview.
you're watching, I need sponsorship.
Yeah.
I'm
So
trying to pay for half my quarter.
So good things do happen, you know. When we do these shows, man, we've helped out some fighters, so it's kind of cool.
That is awesome.
Oh yeah, no, that's dope stuff there. Now, as I understand, this is going to be a Boxing Insider card. Is that what it is?
Sorry, you went out. It's going to be a what?
Is this Boxing Insider who's hosting this card? Okay, because I thought you mentioned that, Skywalker. Hey, they've been putting on some shows, and seems to be doing pretty well. I know that I knew them as a sort of website blog or whatever. I guess they jumped into that promotional arm right there. So I think it's pretty solid. Being in Sony Hall, New York, at this particular juncture as well. So I'd imagine there'll be some holdover from sort of the fight fans that are there for the stuff taking place the week prior, as Skywalker has noted. So when do you plan to get there as far as arrive in New York?
Well, they bought my tickets for Thursday, so I don't get there. And I get there Thursday. Yeah, early Thursday.
Okay. So you get a little time, maybe FaceTime, get to pop into some places or whatnot, depending on how you feel. And hey, you never know, there might be some there on site who generate some interest and want to also kind of back you as you're pursuing this journey for sure.
Yeah.
All right, let's go left field real quick. Hey, since we got Raheem's attention, since we got his full attention, hey, sir, Raheem, thank you for the merch, my brother. I love, connecting you with the people that we connect you with. You're doing a great job out there. But I'm gonna need you to put the stuff that got glitter on it inside of some type of plastic. You know what I'm saying? That's separated from everything else, fam. Because I got glitter everywhere in my house. Y'all understand how hard glitter is to get up?
Yes.
You walk in this mug, you're gonna leave sparkling like Michael Jackson.
It's gonna be like in everything you use to clean it up too. It's like you get it out, but then it's in whatever you use.
To get up. It is everywhere. You know what I'm saying? No, but seriously though, like honestly, we really are excited to to follow your career and watch the progression.
Thank you.
Honestly, I'm definitely interested in what you're doing inside the ring, but I personally would like to know, like, what sort of things are you doing outside of the ring that are, people can remember you for? Like, are you doing like in a community building? Are you like in like big sister program type thing? Like,
actually, like I said, I work at a school right now, but I'm actually, one reason is mainly because, boxing and my dogs, but it's my last year at the school. So I want to start working virtually, but what I want to do, because it is a big part of so I say boxing is my passion, but being a therapist is my calling. So I feel like I can't do what I do in boxing without still having that part of me of doing what I'm called to do and supporting the community that I live in. So what I plan to do actually this summer is trying to get a nonprofit started where I still can go into the schools and still do some group therapy, specifically with kind of the Black girls in the community, just to help in sport. Because unfortunately, there still is not a lot of Black women that are teachers, so they don't have a lot of people that look like them where they go to school every day, and that's their second home, so it's been a hard decision to decide to leave it. So I still want to be able to go back to it, but I told the school I want to do it for free, and so I hope to get that started this summer, where I'll be popping into schools and just supporting the girls and having a face where someone they can feel like they can talk to and will understand what they're going through. So yeah, that's what I do outside. Awesome. Yeah, and I'm also a dog mom. Love my dogs, but yeah.
That is awesome. Feel good story, feel good stuff right there. So definitely supporting that effort for sure in terms of you pursuing that. all for it. I think it's a good thing, and it's good to hear these sides, this side, or some of these stories, because essentially you're more than just an athlete. You know,
Right.
there are other layers out there, or other layers behind what it is that you do here in life. So that's pretty awesome to hear for sure.
Yeah.
And hey, we're
Thank you.
rooting for you along the route there.
Yeah, they're definitely kind of my motivation too, you know, like just showing them if I can do this, you know, you can have big dreams too and
Right.
shoot for the stars. Like that, it just makes me sad sometimes to hear like when girls don't, or kids in general don't have high standards for themselves, or like think that they
Mhm.
can accomplish things that I'm like, you definitely can. Like you can do anything, but they don't have people telling them that on a regular basis. So yeah.
Mm. No, that's good stuff. Now, would this move like to the virtual setting? Would this give you more time as well in terms of what you do on the boxing side?
Yeah, that's the whole and like Combat League is like moving up the ranks too, and I did get hit up a lot by a few different teams. So I'm thinking
Mm.
about trying to knock that out next year. I couldn't do it this year because of the traveling aspects. Like you gotta they fight almost like every weekend.
Yeah,
Um
yeah.
Yeah.
so I'm hopefully that will help and just get my name like you guys said, like I have the talent, I have the skill to be able to, you know, get those world titles and be a great boxer and get
Yeah.
known. But a big part of like even just getting sponsors is like having the following, and I don't have that right now. So I'm trying to do things, something I'm not doing right. I gotta figure it out what it is to get myself out there more. But I'm hoping like stuff like Combat League will help me
Yeah.
do that, and so I can grow my following.
I was
That's
hanging out
what's
with
happening right now. It's
I
growing
was
as
hanging
we
out with
speak.
Thank
Stephanie
you.
Hahn. You know Stephanie Hahn. I was hanging out with her
Yeah.
this past weekend. She came to visit Albuquerque. She's from my hometown, El Paso. You know, so I'm real proud of
Okay.
her becoming a world champ. But
Yeah.
she does a lot of like outreach, like with the kids and stuff like that. She's trying to bring the PAL League back to El Paso, Texas, where I'm from. That's my hometown.
Okay.
Mhm.
You know, she's that's the thing. Like, I don't think was really big on social media, but she's
Uh,
big. She's big in the community. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
that's always first and foremost. Like, you know, always in your community first.
Yeah.
Then you can blow up. I think that goes hand in hand. You know, so
Yeah.
definitely the community is your number one. To get your community backing you, and then
Hmm.
the social media, it definitely worked like that. Right now,
Yeah.
she's blowing up because now she's a world champ. But
Right.
she's always had her back, you know, even if she wasn't big on social.
Yeah. I think she knows my opponent though, so.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
does yeah.
I think I saw her pop on one of the comments, but
Oh okay.
she didn't say anything disrespectful.
I don't
She
know.
was
I don't know your
fine.
opponent too well. I haven't looked film. I just seen that she was 5-0 from Chicago. You know, Chicago's a fight city. You know, them girls are pretty tough from Chicago.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, she seems pretty tough. Like I definitely saw that she's not anybody that's gonna back down easily or anything. It's definitely gonna be a good fight.
Oh,
I mean, as
yeah.
long as nobody don't get paint thrown on them, we cool, right? You know,
Yeah, right?
as long as it ain't paint.
That whatever.
Yeah.
Let
Right.
Stanley Ryan was just looking for any excuse she could find. Like whatever. It's paint. Like
You know, as long as it ain't paint. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I was about to say, whose side are you on here, Skywalker? What the heck? No,
Oh
just
yeah.
kidding.
Well, I didn't know. Yeah, I thought.
Well, just messing around. All good. But hey, Peggy, I think that, man, you have a great personality, all that good stuff. And then, yeah, I think people will continue to come. You know, the old saying from Field of Dreams, if you build it, they will come. And I think that's a good thing. Being your authentic self, you know, maintaining that, I think, hey, that's what's needed out here. And you can see success in that. You see success in that area just in general as well, because yeah, we've seen different ways. Some people go about it different ways in the sport, you know, and
Yeah.
there, you know, you can take a different approach, but hey, sometimes even just kind of staying there in the lane that sort of brought you here, hey,
Right.
that gets people interested in generating. We just saw Tierra Brown, she just won a world title by beating
Yes.
Todd Nicholson. Hey,
Yes.
she's always just humble, running with that story. Of course, her being a cop, being out there in the community and all that stuff. Hey, and people continue to latch on. Just she stuck with that drive. Hey, that same mentality there, seeing yourself, so it can happen.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's dope too. Like messaged her. I wanted to get just some other pros opinions just about like contracts and negotiations and stuff,
Oh
and
yeah.
she hit me back up and she was like really helpful. So no, I'm a big fan of hers. Even before that though, I could not wait. I wanted that fight for her so bad because
Oh yeah.
Guy is such a big talker.
Yeah.
It's crazy now how they're flipping it too, saying Tiara is a big talker and stuff. But I mean, she was, but like so
Yeah.
is Sky. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Everybody's
A
saying
lot of
mad love in the
mouths were
chat too. Everybody said, yeah, it says the key to victory is fighting in pro se gloves. She's very personable, good energy, great personality. Rock chalk.
thank you guys.
PEGGY, trust the process, Peggy. You got this. A lot of love in the chat for you.
Yeah,
So
thank you guys.
Oh yeah.
nice. Just Frank, salute.
Thank you. I'm just reading them all now.
Yeah. Oh, you're reading them. Yeah. There's a bunch. Everybody loves you in here. So
Oh yeah.
Thank you guys.
you got new fans. You guys
Oh,
can
yeah.
follow Peggy too at _Peggy on Instagram. Real easy.
Mhm.
Just _Peggy.
Yeah. Yes, please go follow.
And May the 9th on Dazn, Boxing Insider Promotions. She's going up against another undefeated same record, 5-0 versus 5-0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Someone's always got to go. It's not going to be mine, though.
Man,
Oh,
that's kind of early to be getting tested like that, right?
I really, honestly, like, I feel like the being on Tank Davis versus Frank Martin was the bigger test than this, to be
Oh,
completely
yeah,
honest. Just because I was like Las Vegas, the MGM Grand, like there's no
Yeah.
bigger place for boxing than the MGM Grand. But
Right.
no, but no disrespect to her too. Like Kat is definitely gonna bring it. I have to be ready for sure and be my best self. But I don't see why I won't be. So
Hey, that's what we like to hear. Hey, for all y'all out there that say athletes are arrogant and these things, let's just go ahead and kill that talk right here.
yeah.
You feel me? Like, because these athletes, they work they behind off through repetition and through hard work, and they do stuff that you just ain't never been built for. So, it's not arrogance, it's confidence, and you get that from the training.
Yes.
Right? You get that from the repetitive work. So y'all need
That's
to knock all that off. This is what you want to hear when we're talking about somebody that's going, human to human and trying to see who's the best one. That's what you want to hear. So let's support that. Let's get behind it. Let's give it the energy it needs. She ain't got to start talking about her mama or saying her kids got, flip or something like that. She ain't got to do all that. Let us do the promoting. Let them go there and do the thing, and let's just get behind it. It's fun to me.
Yeah.
It's fun to me. I enjoy it.
And it's a part of like you can't, if you come in the ring like not saying you're gonna win, like you already lost. Like that's the biggest thing I learned in my amateur experience was like if I did not walk in that ring confidently, there was no way I was coming out victorious. Like they don't go to you. You have to come in say like that confidence.
Man, I heard somebody say that a certain person who lost to Canelo Alvarez last was on the victory lap tour, media tour. Just thankful to just have been sharing the ring with the person. Like, if it was, you got to let the bettors know if that's your attitude prior to going into the fight, because people is putting money on that. You feel me?
Right.
So let's not be, let's not just be too enamored with the person. Just you want to fight. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
No, that's a good one. I didn't recall. I was trying to see who that was there. You're talking about Ernest, and I'm trying to think about who he last fought. Well,
just think about I can't say the names.
I'll check it out. I'll look it up, see who he's got sitting there with. But no, I feel you right there.
Just a whole bunch of first round knockouts, like maybe 16 in a row. Something like that.
Oh yeah.
Just you don't go on a victory lap. That's not a victory lap, bro.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Nah.
You say he's a cash cow now. That's what he feels.
Me personally, I need that back. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I'm with you there 100%. But no, good stuff. Peggy, do you have a YouTube? Do you
I do not. I do not have a YouTube. No.
Hey,
You
you
know,
know
maybe I gotta
that's
get on it.
that's probably the top dog platform there. But of course, with all this social media, the more you have, just the
Yeah.
more you have to do and put into it and posting and all of that stuff.
Right.
Though, but
But yeah,
you
maybe
do
this
certainly a
summer
good
when
one.
I go virtual for my job, that will probably,
Oh yeah,
I can, that's again another reason I know I need more. I've been trying to even amp up my social media for this camp. Like usually I don't even
yeah,
really post that much during camp, but
yeah.
I've been trying to be on it for this one. I really have been. So yeah,
Well, you're
I
lucky because I'm a good editor. So off of this interview, like I'll get
okay.
your good moments, and I'll make a badass. I usually make pretty badass hype videos before the fight. So
Okay.
I'll do that.
Skywalker, you know, I mean, I feel like people need assistance to manage their social medias. People that, you know, you
Mm,
got an assistant that's filming the content, they're going out and, you know, obviously with your permission and things like that. I feel like people that should definitely be a part of, you know, people who are in the entertainment business. They should
Mhm.
always have some sort of assistant to be able to stay in touch, you know, with the real vibe that's going on out here because you're working, you're
Right.
training, you're going
Yeah.
to work, you're training, you putting nourishment in your body, you getting up and you're doing it all over again.
Yep.
So
yeah.
Yeah. Trying to find
yeah,
the
you know,
time in
so
between. Yeah.
I'm sure I'm relatively certain that someone's gonna watch this video and they're gonna be a social media influencer. They're gonna be someone who's just really good at that. They're gonna have Skywalker skills, editing skills, you know, and they're gonna want to do that for you. And it can happen overnight.
Yeah.
It could definitely
Hey,
happen
Peggy, for
overnight.
that video, I need you. I want you. I want to ask you, what can the fans expect May 9th at Sony Hall in New York City on the Boxing Insider promotions card? What can they expect May 9th, and why should they buy tickets? Put on your salesman hat. Break it down
Um,
for us.
well, I mean, I think the 5-0 against a 5-0 is pretty sells itself. Like we're here to both of us are here to win. You know, neither of us nobody wants to lose their O. Like the first loss is probably the hardest one, and I think we're both gonna come in, you know, being like our O is going nowhere. Mine really isn't though. She's gonna have to figure that out herself though. But I know it. I am gonna come in and make her work and be tired and exhausted because my endurance is probably one of my strengths for sure. So I am gonna be punching, moving, punching, moving, punching, moving, and she's gonna have to do the same if she wants to make it through all 8 rounds. So it is going to be a very entertaining fight. For
Uh,
sure. And
um,
I told you you can't be called the Blood Panther and not want some blood, right? So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going in for some blood for sure.
Nice.
yeah.
Ooh, I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah.
yell at that
And this
later.
is your
Yeah.
first 8 rounder. Your first
Yeah,
eight
but I have
rounder.
done a. It's my first 8 rounder, but I have done a 6 rounder 3 minute rounds. So
Oh, okay,
I've
Oh,
been
cool.
in. Yeah,
Okay.
so I
oh.
have been in the ring for more than like 2 minutes longer. So
Well,
What did you think of
thanks for
that?
mentioning that. Shoot,
what was that?
you want to go
What,
with that one,
yeah,
Josh?
yeah. I was just
Uh,
gonna ask. Yeah, what you thought? What did you think of that? Because that's always a sort of question out there. Hey, should the women do 3 minute rounds? And maybe that would offer up more knockouts. Though some still get knockouts in the two
yeah,
minute
2 minute
portion
rounds.
of it. But it's one of those things. I'm kind of impartial to it myself. Personally, from my view, I think it's up to you all, just based on your preference. But what are your thoughts on that whole 3 minute versus 2 minute rounds thing?
I honestly am impartial to it too. Like I think they make for different fights. Like 2 minutes, there's a lot more action. It's pretty
Mhm.
entertaining. Um, and honestly, I don't know if 3 minutes would make more knockouts. I think women are
Yeah.
just stronger in general. Like I think we're just harder to
Mhm.
knock out. We got a high tolerance of pain,
Mhm.
and we are
Yeah.
just honestly, and our endurance. Women, it's like research proves that women have better endurance than men. So I don't know if 3 minute rounds would bring more endurance or more knockouts. Um,
Okay.
but I think regardless, if we're fighting 2 or 3, it shouldn't be excuse for to pay us less. Like the pay
Yeah.
needs to be equal. I mean, it's just like tennis, right? Women tennis players, they only do 3 versus 5 games. So best out of
Oh
three
yeah. Yeah.
versus best out of five. And they're still, I mean, they're working on it too. They're trying to get better pay. But what I'm saying is we could do either or, and I don't think that should be a saying anymore either. Like we've proven, multiple women have proven, Amanda Serrano has proven we can do the 3 minute rounds. So it's not about us not being able to, it's about them giving us the platform to do it. And the pay needs to be regardless. Because also, I still don't see men's fights in the 3-minute rounds be as entertaining as the women's in the 2 minutes. So, I mean, you got Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor, you got Michaela and Sandy Ryan. What fights have been that entertaining in the men's
Yeah.
category?
I
No.
don't know. I mean, that Eubanks and Ben fight
This
last
weekend,
night.
yeah, that was,
But yeah, they
that
came
was
with it.
pretty.
Hey,
Yeah,
that
that
was
last
like
round.
these motherfuckers they was jousting to the death. Like,
Yeah, that was pretty.
hey,
Yeah.
we call
They're
leaving
coming
it
with
all in the ring. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
they got
Yeah.
it from the women. They watch
Yeah.
these fights. They're like, we got to show up. We got to show up and show
Yeah.
out. They're outdoing us.
We do.
Since
do.
we all got a game from a woman, got a name for a woman. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Tupac's song ain't in a Library of Congress for no
Oh, yeah.
no reason.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, all the dudes that fight here came from a woman, unless you was a
Yeah.
test tube baby and you still came from a woman.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. You know, hey, I think you made some compelling points there, Peggy, for sure. I think on both ends, you can have some fights that probably don't live up to the hype or whatever it may be. And by that same token, when you do get that excitement, those type of memorable fights, you can have that happen on either side of the aisle there, as far as whether that's women or males. So I subscribe to that for sure. And I think that certainly now, and maybe it's because of social media and the prevalence of all these different platforms and streaming and all that stuff, I think we're seeing more women in the sport, and we're showing that, hey, they are here. They have this place in boxing, and hey, the battling is not going to stop. So I enjoy continuing to see that rise and see more people sort of latch on and get that understanding.
Right. Yeah. For sure. It's gonna be. I'm excited for July 11th too. That's gonna be a great card. I would like to see Amanda fight somebody else that has a big name, but I get why they're doing this again too. Like, more people saw their last fight versus their first one. So,
but you know what, Josh? There's actually something missing in American boxing. It's the promotion of other American female boxers. Eddie Hearn and them are doing a phenomenal job of marketing their women. Like, I heard them, it seems like they trying to take over that area as well. So I feel like what we're doing today, you know, here with Peggy, you know, how we need to do more of this. There are so many other females who are potential superstars. They're hard workers. They train. They're beautiful boxers, and people don't know about them.
Yeah, you know, for sure.
So definitely, I think, you know, I feel like we need to step it up a bit more and definitely make sure we give a lot of these females their platform as well to come on here and, you know, introduce them to our audiences and make sure we put the money behind them. Like, if let's say you could be Katie Taylor right now. You know that you could walk into an arena on American soil and you'll get booed. Walk into the ring on your shit. Ireland's small, bro. Rhode Island or something. How y'all over here booing on our soil, bro?
Yeah, they came in deep. Yeah, they do. They
do
up for sure. But I'm Irish. I got some Irish in me. Peggy is an Irish nickname. It's an Irish nickname.
Look at the Irish.
No, I'm saying, man, I'm trying to get behind.
I might pull some on my way.
Do it.
No, that's good stuff. No, I agree with you there, artist. Yeah, definitely got to continue to prop up just the great work that is going on here in the sport on the women's side there. And I see more and more people getting subscribed to that notion and seeing that there are women out there headlining these different events and even showing up and showing out. Gabrielle Fundora, she just headlined an event out in California here a couple of weeks ago, and it's a good thing to see. And I suspect we'll continue to see even more. But you're right. Hey, we want you on the platform for sure. Share that love, to share with our audience, continue to help promote as best we can, you know. It's all in boxing, as you know, it's pretty tight knit, small community in general.
Yeah, for sure.
That being said, so every bit adds to the effort for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and right before we go, one more question from Coach Green. If you could have your first dream match, who would it be?
My first dream match. That's a great question. There's a lot of people I would like to fight. I mean, I gotta call out Baumgartner because she's the one that's got undisputed in my weight class. So I mean,
Mm.
I would love to go for all the belts. But
Ooh.
I think I would also really like to fight Michaela Mayer because I really like her style because she can kind of do somewhat of it all. Like she kind of mixes it up. I think her
Yeah.
defense though, she could definitely tighten up her defense. When it comes to like entertaining, like Baumgartner, she likes to sit back a lot. She doesn't like to really get in there and stay in there. So I don't think her fights are as entertaining as Michaela. I think Michaela knows how to make an entertaining fight.
Oh
So
yeah.
I think it would be Michaela just because I think it would be a very entertaining fight.
Hey, hey, maybe you may be foreseeing the future there. Peggy,
Yeah.
you may be foreseeing the future.
I need to see it.
I have to go up though. Maybe I can get
Yeah.
a different meat because I don't know. I don't think I want to go up to 147.
Yeah.
But be like maybe 140. Maybe 140.
Sometimes all you gotta do is ask for it.
Hey, dare to be great there, Peggy. Dare to be great. So I like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Cool. Well, thank you for your time, Peggy. I
Yeah,
know.
thank you guys. I
Yeah,
appreciate it. It's
and
fun
May
time.
9th, you guys tune in the Zone Boxing Insider Promotions. Catch her fight. Follow her on Instagram. If you're interested in sponsorship, hit her up. You know.
Yes.
So thank you for your time, Peggy. Appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank
Any
you.
last words, Josh?
Oh, hey, rooting for you 100% there, Peggy. You're gonna
Thank
definitely
you.
be rooting for you. You know, I'm gonna continue to share and promote because hey, we want to see that success for you for sure. The Blood
Thank you.
Panther folks.
Yeah.
Y'all just make sure y'all like, subscribe, and follow the channels. Make sure if you send us some support her way, make sure you
Yes.
let her know where the idea came from.
Indeed.
Thank you
Thanks for coming
guys.
back. We hope to see you many more times. And
Yes, of course. It's always a good time.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Peggy. Have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate everybody. Much love. Jose Diaz, Rock Chalk, Dan, Just Frank, my brother. Hey, Just Frank, I need you to translate a Russian song for me. It's on my Instagram from Drago. And thank you, everybody. Much love. Peace.
Thanks all.
Aren't you doing another one?